Hey everybody, it's Anthony Morrison and welcome to this week's edition of the Success Connection. So I've got something a little different for you. I've got an exercise that I want you to participate in with me. So what I want you to do right now is stop everything you're doing, grab just a piece of paper and a pen, and I'm going to write this on the whiteboard, and I want you to write along with me. What I want to talk about this week, and I've actually got notes on this so that I make sure I hit every point, is where to focus your time, right? And I know a lot of you probably think, well, I've got my time set up straight and I know where I'm spending most of my time. But when you actually visually see it, you can see where you need to spend the most of your time in order to generate, I guess, the most prosperity, right? And I borrowed this exercise. One of my good friends is in a lot of the coaching and mentoring groups for entrepreneurs. Some of them $20,000 and $30,000 a year, and this is an exercise they go through, and I've started to go through it, and I felt like sharing it with you is something that I should do here on the weekly blog, so that you can see how my mind works, and then obviously a method by which maybe you can help yourself realize where you should spend most of your time. So hopefully you've got a pen, piece of paper, follow along with me. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw 3 circles, okay, on the piece of paper. All right, and I want them to overlap just a little bit. Now, I'm not an artist by any means, so please don't draw your circles like mine. They kind of look more like eggs. All right, this circle, I want you to label it time. Okay, now in this box, or in this circle, what I want you to do is list from worst, I guess, to best, right? Uses of your time, okay? So, for instance, from worst to best, let's just say one of the worst uses of your time might be, I don't know, let's just say going to the bar. Right? So this, like, you evaluate your own use of time. What's, I guess, in your opinion, not really a good use of your time? Is it going to the bar? Is it, for some people, it might be mowing the yard, right? I mean, look, if you're spending a lot of your time mowing the yard, that's taking you away from the things that you could be doing to help your business grow, right? If you can pay somebody $50 to mow your yard, could you take that time and generate more than $50 in your business, right? So just bear with me. Let's see. It might be you spend a lot of time with negative friends, negative people, right? So this is just the worst use of your time. And you label this going all the way down, okay? Towards the bottom, you get to the better use of your time for your business, right? So it might be the success connection, right? Where you're learning a little bit about, obviously, marketing. It might be just your education in general, right? So it's where you're spending the most of your time with just learning new things, right? Might be split testing, right? So split testing ads that you've written, things like that, okay? Now, obviously, I've gone a little into all my other circles. But you will not have to do that. Now, label this one activity. Now, a lot of times we look at activity as 2 different types of activity. You've got treadmill activity, which is just, you're just running on a treadmill, you're not really getting anywhere, right? And then you have ladder activity, which is where you're actually increasing your status or increasing your prosperity or increasing your knowledge of a specific subject matter every time you do this activity, right? So I'll give you some examples. Treadmill activity would be things like busy work, right? Would be things that you don't necessarily really need to do, and it just feels like you're running on a treadmill because you never really get done. But then activity that would be, I guess, I don't know, good activity would be activity that's productive. And again, that might be building a landing page, right? So this might be some of your activities. This is where you waste time, right? Wasted activity. This is where you have basically constructive. So this is just constructive time. So it's where you're productive, it's where you're doing good things, it's where you're making sure that the activity you're doing is increasing your status, right? Or increasing your ability to have success. Now, this last one, I want you to label it money. Okay? And then I want you to label from top to bottom, where do you get the biggest chunk of your income, right? Let's say it's from internet marketing. So where do you want to get the biggest chunk of your income, right? Might not be where you're getting it right now, but it's where do you want to generate the most of your money from, okay? Might be your internet marketing. Might be, you break that down, it might be your blog. Then it might be literally just your day job, right? Okay. Once you draw this out, here's what we found. We found that if you look at the stuff right here in the center, normally where things overlap. So I'm going to do this. Okay? All the stuff right in here. Okay, well, I was trying not to get it all over the place, but we'll do it. All the stuff right there in the center. It literally gives you a blueprint of exactly where you should spend your time, what activities you should be doing, so that you can increase the revenue in the places that you most desire to increase your revenue. You should be spending more time on the Success Connection, learning education, split testing your ads, doing productive activities for this stuff so that you can increase your income in internet marketing, blogs, affiliate links, whatever it is that you put on here. This gives you a visual on where you should be spending your time, what activities you should be focused on, because you are now visually seeing what it's going to take to be able to increase the amount of money you earn from the things right here in the center of the circle. These are just some of the higher level educational classes that we go to that kind of help us laser in on what's necessary, where do we need to spend our time, what activities do we need to be doing so that we can increase the money that we make from the things that we most want to increase it in. So hopefully this has helped you. If you want, stop this, rewind it, play it again, follow along. I suggest that you share it with your friends. Click the Facebook and Twitter button. Leave me some comments. Did you like this exercise? What did you find in the center of your circle? What did you find in the center of your circle? List that below. Leave me some feedback. And I tell you what I'm going to do. This is kind of improv. I wasn't thinking about doing this, but I want you to list what you found in the center of your circle. And next week, right here on the Success Connection, I'm going to give away $500 to one random person who replies to this video right now, leave me comments, and tell me what's in the center of your circle. You do that, next week I'm going to give away $500. Just because I want to incentivize you to do this, because I feel like if you do this, it's going to help you laser in on what's going to help you be the most successful. So leave me comments. What's in the center of your circle? Next week, right here on the Success Connection, I'm going to give away $500 just randomly to somebody that responds. And be sure to click the Facebook and Twitter button. Share this with your friends so that they can do the same thing, so that they can see what they need to do to increase their productivity, spend their time wisely, and obviously generate more money from the things that they most desire to generate money from. So hopefully you love this. Leave me some comments. I'll give away $500 next week, and I'll see you right here on the Success Connection.